how to make a better looking donut. Here's some data. Let's select our data. Donuts. Wow, that looks brilliant. First of all, we'll link our title up to a cell, so that is data driven. Let's format that. Let's just go home. Let's make it bigger. And I'm going to add a slightly more subtle effect there, I think. This legend is looking still, I don't need that. What I'm going to do instead is just word art in there, and that's going to be linked to here. Let's go equals that. That was a percentage. Let's make it 80. We can go bigger. So text options, let's go text fill, let's make it a gradient fill. Let's make it a bit more subtle. Solid line, let's do it red. In the shadow, we're going to make a darker red. And let's change this background. Solid fill, white, blue line. Okay, and let's make this and no line. And then let's do a gradient fill. Make it path based. Slightly darker red around the outside here. Yep, looks good. And the solid line, I'm going to make this dark red. Get rid of the border. So that's one way you can spice up a chart. Let's throw in some glow, some shadow, different color, glow. So make sure when you're playing around with the effects that you're doing it on the right object, not the box or something instead. So let's go ahead and do that again. More colors, make this a reddy color. Okay, let's make it 3D now. So let's make the depth purple thicker. Go for red. Go for red. Keep it simple. So there you go. Oh. We have a very cool looking. Let's just up the scale of this a bit. So let's just bump that. And I might drop the reflection because that looks a bit naff. Oh. With your charts, always check what things look like when they're at 100%, just so things like the fonts and stuff don't look odd. Let's just do. Oh, we could just add one more thing. Glow. I'll make it red. And there you go. How to make a nice, a simple percentage chart. So one thing you could add, I suppose, one more thing. Let's just do add data label for this one here, and we move it over here. Why is it showing the value as well? If we were only interested in this category, and again we can add a bit of funk. Let's do a gradient fill again, and then a shadow like so. Let's do it red. I think that just about covers it for now. If you add this data label, it will mostly follow the shape here, so the filled portion. So that's kind of useful. So pretty much any element within a chart, whether it be the text or title, you can set as being data driven to reference a cell, and you can apply any of the formats up here that you would normally apply for your word art, and that applies with things like shadows, glows, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. The question is, let's see, can we save this as a template? So say we've saved our template now, and we want to use it for another chart. So we just go ahead and insert well, it just doesn't matter what it is. We can insert a pie chart. It doesn't matter so much, because what we're going to do is go to change chart type, go to templates, and then select this one here that we saved from our one we made just now. One thing to note though, the text object is absent, and why is that? The reason is, if we go back to our original chart, you can see here, if I just select this text, it's pointing to sheet 1 and then E10, and the same with this one. That's because when we first created this chart to use as a template, this number here, this percentage, is referencing on this cell. Now the trouble is, when you save it as a template, that gets hard coded into the template. So bear in mind when you try to create a new chart from that template, to note that this any elements like this, when you add elements to a chart and they reference a cell like this, just remember, or make a note somewhere in your template for future use, when you insert them like this, those elements will only show if a reference or something is put in those cells. If I say now E10 equals J13, there you go, my number's back again and everything's working fine. Like so. I can change things around. Like so. But that's how to make a quick, what do you call this kind of chart? A donut chart? A KPI chart? So KPI donut? A single value donut? A progress donut? Yes, something like that. Oh yes, and don't forget, the chart title will lose its reference. So you can just select that and then type equals and then like that, there you go. Cool. So that's how you can create a very simple but effective KPI kind of donut thing with a big old percentage in the middle of it. It looks pretty cool, I think. Let's reduce that a bit. And set it as a template to then use in other projects. So if you found this useful, please do comment below so I know at least someone's watching these and stuff like that. Best speed cube ever. Whoa. If you found that useful, please do the usual thing that everyone says. What is it, like add comments and stuff and subscribe and whatever. And if you have any ideas, put a comment and I'll make a chart. And yeah, I'll see you again in the next video, I think.